What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome to Blues News. You know who I am, man. What up, House Gang? It's the OG. Illuminati. What's good? What is good? Welcome back. Another edition of Blues News, man. Had to do something real quick. I know some of y'all probably gonna be heading over to the Pantheon in a minute, but I wanted to get this out. Wanted to get this out. Try to give y'all something for the night, man. Wild Thursday here in Jayville, Duval. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Timeline going crazy right now. Lots of things happening in the timeline. Pam in the building. What up, Pam? Pamela Lamb. Lots of things happening in the timeline. We got T.I., the whole Harris family jumping 50 Cent right now. I ain't even gonna get into I ain't gonna get into that, man. I'm gonna um just keep it strictly with this Paramount Netflix situation, Warner Brothers situation, man. Biggest industry earthquake of the year. This is a lot of money, man. A lot of money. Battle for the future, Warner Brothers, Discovery, and by extension, the future of the beloved DC universe. The heroes over there, Warner Brothers. You know what I mean? It's over. The battle is over. Seems like. Well, we thought the battle was over prior to this, though, right? But it seems like now. Seems like now the battle is officially over. Um, that's it. It's over. It's over, man. Netflix has officially backed out of the bidding war, leaving the door wide open for David Ellison and Paramount's Skydance to take the throne. I don't, I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know. Most def, we gotta do one. I'm down. I'm down. But I don't know how to feel. Well, I know how to feel. I don't think this is a good move for the industry. I really don't think this is a good move for the industry. I don't. I really don't, man. I really don't. So let's just get into it, man. Let's break it down. So yeah. Seems like Paramount is the winner. Seems like they are the winner. I just, this is exactly how it went down, man. Warner Brothers Discovery's board looked at Paramount's latest all cash offer, $31 a share. That is a lot of loot coming in at a whopping $111 billion. $111 billion, right? And they officially called that a superior offer, a superior proposal compared to Netflix's original $83 billion deal. So remember, Netflix was already on the hook for this, which means that I want to say there's going to be some money that's going to have to, like a buyout price or something like that, that's going to have to happen. I think Netflix has to pay upwards to $2.5 billion anyway, because the deal didn't go through. If this deal doesn't go through, now they're saying Netflix has 4 days to count. Big four of them things, 4 days to counter. But instead, co-CEOs Ted Sarandos and Greg Peters dropped a statement today, basically saying we bowing out. We good. We are good. We Gucci. We straight. We don't want to play no more. They called the buyout a nice to have, but not a must have, is what they said. It would be nice to have it, but it's not a must have. We don't need it. And I mean, and if you're looking at it from Netflix's point of view, they're absolutely right. They don't necessarily need Warner Brothers. It's good to have in the coffers. It's good to have, you know what I'm saying, to have, but they don't need it. But as a fan and the way I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh man, this kind of hurts. It hurts. And before I get into how I feel about it, we're gonna break the try to break everything down. Read the article that came out from the Hollywood Reporter, things of that nature. Um, yeah, let's just. I really don't. Like I said, I don't know what to say. Do not know what to say. As of because when I got the info and I'm looking in the phone, I said, "What the what?" Say this got to be the monopoly of monopolies, man. If this ain't a monopoly, if this isn't some type of it's got to be something, right? Because the thing with Netflix is not a studio. Netflix ain't a studio. I need Apple to Apple where y'all at when we need you. I know I be talking bad about y'all, man, about y'all phones or whatever, but Apple, we need y'all, cuz where y'all at? Where y'all at, Apple? But let's get into this article real quick, man. It says damn, put up the screen, cuz. What's going on? Where's that phone? Mike falling. So Netflix backs out on Warner Brothers bidding, Paramount set to win. And a stunning twist, the streaming giants co-CEO said the major studio was always a nice to have at the right price, but not a must have at any price. Um, and stunning twist, Netflix declining to raise its bid for Warner Brothers, positioning David Ellison's Paramount as the winner in the battle for the fabled studio. Netflix co-CEOs released a statement Thursday outlining their decision, namely that the deal is no longer financially attractive and that it was always nice to have and at the right price, not a must have at any price. The transaction we negotiated would have created shareholder value with a clear path to regulatory approval. However, we've always been disciplined, and at the price required to match Paramount Skydance's latest offer, the deal is no longer financially attractive. So we are declining to match the Paramount Skydance bid, the co-CEO said. Warner Brothers is a world-class organization, and we thank David Zaslav, Gunnar Winterfels, Bruce Campbell, Brad Singer, and the WBD board for running a fair and rigorous process. They added, we believe we would have been strong stewards of Warner Brothers' iconic brands, and that our deal would have strengthened the entertainment industry and preserved and created more production jobs in the U.S. But this transaction was always a nice to have at the right price and not a must have at any price. With Netflix out, Paramount's latest bid is almost a sure thing to be accepted by the Warner's board, which determined earlier Thursday it was a superior proposal to Netflix's deal. Netflix is a great company, and throughout the process, Ted, Greg, Spence, and everyone there have been extraordinary partners to us. We wish them well in the future, said David Zaslav, president and CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery. Once our board votes to adopt the Paramount merger agreement, it will create tremendous value for our shareholders. We're excited about the potential of a combined Paramount Skydance and Warner Brothers Discovery and can't wait to get started working together, telling the stories that move the world. Hate to say it, it's probably not going to happen, my G. PSKY's total proposal was 31 per share, but had a number of other sweeteners, including a ticking fee payable to shareholders equal to 25 cent per quarter, beginning September 30, 2026, as well as a $7 billion regulatory termination in the event the transaction does not close due to regulatory matters. Paramount has also agreed to pay 2.8 billion termination fee that Warner Brothers would have required to pay to Netflix to terminate the existing merger deal. If all goes expected, Netflix will be on the receiving end of 2.8 billion sooner rather than later. So Netflix gonna end up getting a quick 2 billion, I guess, right? Netflix shares soared more than 10% in after hours trading after the decision was announced. So damn, Netflix even made more money because the shares went up. We are pleased because WB board was unanimously affirmed the superior value of our offer, which delivers the WB shareholders superior value. Certainly, and speed to closing. Paramount CEO David Ellison said in a statement on Thursday before Netflix backed out of the bidding. Of course, Paramount deal is not necessarily a sure thing. U.S. and European regulators still need to be firmly signed off, and state attorneys general will still have a say as well. Already, politicians have positioned themselves to challenge the deal. Senator Elizabeth Warren called it an antitrust disaster. It is an antitrust disaster. This is antitrust that is fine to me, anyway. I'm not an antitrust lawyer, but this has got to be antitrust. This is, you go back. Skydance went and bought Paramount. Like, it's crazy. Within one calendar year. Am I wrong in this? In one calendar year, the Ellisons have swooped in and bought 2 movie studios. Am I wrong in looking at it like that? Is this the and the politics of the deal are should have come up. Sarandos and Peters, meanwhile, say they will continue to pour cash into content. Netflix's business is healthy, strong, and growing organically, powered by our slate and best-in-class streaming service. This year, we'll invest approximately $20 billion in quality films and series, and will expand our entertaining offering. Consistent with our capital allocation policy, we'll also resume our share repurchase program. We will continue to do what we've done for more than 20 years as a public company: delight our members, profitability, grow our business, and drive long-term shareholder value. So this is the Netflix stock. Since the Warner Brothers deal, Wall Street didn't respond favorably to the streaming giants' battle to acquire the historic studio. So Netflix, what year was this? So from December 07, Netflix's stock actually went down. That's crazy. So the stock went down, and now with this today, it's gone up. After they dropped out of the bidding, it goes up. So, okay. Okay. But nah, man. Nah, man. I'm not jacking this one, dog. I'm not rocking. I am not rocking with this one. This one is, it's gotta be a sad day in Hollywood. Gotta be a sad day in Hollywood. Like, I'm looking at the creatives. Um, there's when things like this happen, there's nowhere to go anymore. There's nowhere to go. How many studios are left after this? How many studios are going to be left to where you can go and make a picture? You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to make a movie and I need to go and I wanted to take it to one of the studios, it's only 2 studios. What do we got now? We got Disney, whatever this Warner Brothers Paramount situation is going to be called. What we got? Universal. What? So it's 3 studios. What am I missing? Sony Studios. They ain't shit left. Sooner or later, it's just gonna be one major. It's just gonna be one studio. And they talking about the politics being involved. Yes, the politics is gonna come up. We know where the Ellisons are skewed to. We see what they did to CBS over there. We see who they putting in pocket. You think it's gonna be good art coming out of this? If everything is gonna be leaning a certain way to where they're gonna be Xing out certain stories that need to be told? We talking about I don't even like using the word woke, but you talking about anti-woke shit now that's gonna be coming out? It's gonna be garbage. The little small stories that need to be told, the niche, the nuanced stories that need to be told, where they gonna be housed at? They are literally gonna have to run over to Tubi and do this is not good, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't good. And I'm seeing people clap. Oh, it's gonna still be in the studio. They're gonna keep movies in the theaters. That's who deserve it. They're gonna keep movies in the theater. Yeah, but what movies? What movies is gonna be in the theaters? What damn movies is gonna be in the theaters, man? I don't I don't get it. I'm trying to $111 billion. This gotta be the highest. How much did Disney pay for Fox? Disney paid 71 billion for Fox, which included 20th Century Fox Film and TV Studios, FX Networks, National Geographic, and a controlling stake in Hulu. They didn't get the Fox News and Fox Sports out of that. 111 billion? That's in the chat. If y'all can help me out in the chat, tell me the pros and cons. How y'all feeling about this? In the chat, please let me know. Do y'all feel good about this? Let me look up something real quick. Let me see. Let's go to let's see what they're really saying. Let's see what the pros and cons is. Let's see what Chat GPT is saying what the pros and cons is. Because maybe I'm missing something. Maybe they can tell me something. Maybe they could. Okay, the pros. Let's start with the pros. This is what they're saying. Scale against tech giants. See, everybody's against tech giants right now. Scale against tech giants. A combined Paramount Warner entity creates a content fortress. By merging Max and Paramount Plus, the new company will boast over 160 million subscribers, making it a legitimate number two to Netflix and a much stronger competitor against Disney Plus and Amazon. Okay. IP powerhouse. The merger will unite legendary franchises under one roof. Think DC Universe, Harry Potter, and Game of Thrones joining forces with Star Trek, Mission Impossible, and Yellowstone. For fans, this likely means a single massive streaming home for almost all prestige and blockbuster content. I'm going to get into this a little bit later. Next up, they say massive cost synergies. Analysis estimate that the companies could save over 2 billion by consolidating back-end operations, marketing, and tech infrastructure. Paramount Skydance has also pledged to eliminate WBD's $1.5 billion debt financing cost. Okay. Okay. Stability via the Ellison fortune. Unlike the debt-heavy WBD Discovery merger of 2022, this bid is heavily backed by the Ellison family, Oracle's Larry Ellison. This deep-pocketed equity cushion provides the financial stability WB has lacked since the inception. I don't know how is Paramount in debt? I know Warner Brothers in debt, so it's a lot of debt that's going to be accrued in taking on this thing, right? Um, let's talk about the cons. The risk and the downsides, antitrust and regulatory hurdles. This would be one of the largest media mergers in history, combining the two of the big five Hollywood studios. Regulators, Department of Justice and FTC, Federal Trade Commission, are likely to scrutinize the impact on competition, and particularly in theatrical distribution and cable TV. That's a fact. The debt bomb legacy. While the Ellison family is providing billions in equity, the deal still involves nearly $57 billion in debt commitments. $57 billion in debt commitments. The critics worried that the combined entity will still be saddled with massive debt load, which often leads to content cancellations and ruthless cost cutting. You know what that means? This deal gonna cut a lot of jobs anyway. A lot of jobs gonna be cut anyway, right? Editorial independence concerns. This is the big concern to me. Editorial independence concerns. The merger would cut CBS News, would put CBS News and CNN under the same corporate umbrella. There's significant anxiety in the industry about newsroom independence and the potential for a singular corporate voice across the two of the world's most influential news organizations. Having the power of the media, this is now going to be kind of damn near state-ran media. This is going to damn near be state-ran media. State-ran. CBS, now it's CBS and CNN. You think you're going to get some of them dope 60-minute pieces that they put out? That push the envelope? Them shits is gone. Them shit, if you're a journalist working for CBS, if you're a journalist working for CNN and you think you about to come in and do some dope ass journalism, think again. Think again. That shit ain't finna happen. Y'all gonna be writing fluff pieces for Trump. That's what y'all gonna be doing. Creative community backlash. High profile mergers often lead to shelved projects for tax write-offs, a common practice under David Zaslav. Talent and creators fear that even more consolidation will lead to fewer opportunities and less diversity in storytelling. Didn't I just say that? I just said that. With this happening, there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go to get your talent out. There's nowhere to go to get your creation out as a creator, as a storyteller, as a writer, as a director, as a producer. Where you going to go now? Where you going to go? All them smaller movies that... This is basically now just conservative media now. It's just basically conservative media. Crazy thing is, I was going to do, until this news dropped, I was going to do the story about how the teens, they did a study on the teenagers of today, and saying that they didn't want to see action movies anymore. Like the action hero of yesterday. And every generation the action hero changes, but they didn't want that masculinity anymore. That type of masculinity anyway. This is nasty work. I'm gonna tell you another reason why I don't. I don't know. This is just bad, man. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. We gotta let's get. I'm gonna get into the other element with the DC situation as well. Let me get to these super chats. Super chat, but oh shoot! I also got some subscribers. Thanks for subscribing, Shanna Little. Appreciate the sub. Appreciate the sub. And also, Manny's Manic Media. Manny's Manic Media. I appreciate it. Let me give y'all this, man. I really appreciate the extra today. And hit the thumbs up too. If y'all watching this, hit them thumbs. Can I get a thumb up? Let me give you something though. Let's ride. Appreciate it. Appreciate the sub, man. Appreciate the sub. What else I got? Like I said, I got these super chats. Super chat from Buck. Buck said, this much power over TV and movies is not good, especially when they're friends with you know who. Yeah, man. And what's crazy is the push for him to get this was weird to me, especially after you just bought Paramount. Matter of fact, this is what I want to look up. How many what movies let's see what movies, because to me, Skydance hasn't even done anything with Paramount yet. They ain't even got Paramount off the ground yet. Paramount's still over there struggling. Let's see what they done. Says movies released since the closing of the merger. Let's see. And most of these movies was already in production. I just want to put that out. So we got the SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants, which came out December 19, 2025. Primate came out on January 9th. Scream is coming out tomorrow. The Running Man, I watched it. It was decent, but it didn't do nothing. The Layton's Off the Map, I don't know what that is. A new animated feature from Paramount Animation Nickelodeon. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. The eighth, and is that coming? That's coming. I didn't think they was doing no more. That's supposed to be May 22nd, 2026. Scary Movie 6, June 12th, 2026. Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, October 9th. So not too many since the merger. They've only put out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think Naked Gun is 1, 2. So not a lot of joints. They ain't put out a lot of movies, and those movies were already, I'm pretty sure, in the bag. We got key movies that's currently in production and development. Top Gun 3, Star Trek. It's an origin story. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem, Sonic the Hedgehog 4, and G.I. Joe and Transformers. I don't think all of those movies are gonna come out. I really don't. So they're not even making movies over there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy for all the people who are cheering this on. You don't even see that they not even making movies over there. Now you're giving an extra workload of Warner Brothers, an extra workload of Warner Brothers. Can they even get this stuff done? The consolidation means a lot of the movies that we got from Warner, you will not see that type of quality movie no more. Paramount has not been the bastion of like good movies as of late. They catch one here and there, but Warner Brothers went on like a historic run these past 2 years? If anything, I would also say that Paramount kept the movie theaters open. I'm not Paramount. Warner Brothers kept the movie theaters open when the pandemic was what it was. They did the day and date, which they got sued for, but they was willing to put their life on the line to keep the movie theaters open. We're going to do both. I just don't see how this works. Let me give you something buck for the $44.99, man. I really appreciate it.
This is the rain, everybody lay down, behave.
Now give up the cash, don't make us have to
This
laugh.
is the rain, everybody lay down, behave.
This is a hold up, your hand should go up.
Another super chat. Lawrence in the building. The big homie Lawrence. Lawrence says it's a wrap. A lot of projects WB took risk on, like Center's not happening. Surveillance states. Yeah, man. Things like Centers. Not shit. Things like what was the copycat for Centers? Weapons. Weapons won't happen either. Weapons will not happen either. And who did the one with Leonardo DiCaprio that's getting all the rave right now? Let me see who did that. Because that might be a WB movie too. What is One Battle? Who did that? Yep, that's a Warner Brothers joint too. You won't get a movie like One Battle After Another, which is a pretty. You're not gonna get that. Warner Brothers went yang, 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 hit us over the head. All the whole year. One Battle After Another will end up on Paramount Plus or whatever they call in whatever they merged to Paramount Plus and HBO with. Oh, and oh man. The quality of HBO, dog. Oh my God. HBO puts out nothing but bangers. Do you know? Oh, I'm really getting. It's just hit me now, man. It's hitting me. Oh man, we're gonna lose HBO Max. We're gonna lose the stuff that's. Let me give you this, Lawrence. Let me give you this, man.
Cheetah's out of control. I'm out of control. This whole damn party's out of control.
We gonna lose. Oh man. Think of the good stuff that be on HBO Max. And Paramount, think about Paramount. They let Taylor Sheridan run off. That was the only thing really holding Paramount Plus up. Was them Yellowstone properties or the Taylor Sheridan universe or whatever you want to call it. Oh man, this is yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna reserve the right to hold out, but my first mind is this is bad for entertainment. It's bad for Hollywood. This is bad. I thought Netflix, y'all had it in the back. Why did they open up negotiate? Why would Netflix even allow for them to reopen up negotiations? If the negotiations was done, they done. Oh. Man. Let's take a quick break, and I'm gonna get into this second segment, man. Let's take a quick break. Jesus Christ.
My favorite color is blue. These niggas where you from? This neighbors. My favorite color is blue. My favorite color is blue. Tell these niggas where you from? This neighbors. Blue shit sprays in my red truck. Hey, tell these niggas where you from?
Hold on. Let me turn this down. Look, man. If you've been rocking with the channel, and if you've been here for every trailer breakdown and every album reaction, it's time to officially join the game. Now look, we just dropped channel membership And we're making it easy for everybody to get in. That's everybody. For just 99 cents, you can become a house guest. That gets you the custom loyalty badge next to your name and comment so everybody knows who you are from day one. Plus, you unlock exclusive emoji packs. And yeah, the house guests get priority, replays, and all of that. But if you want the real backstage pass, you gotta level up to the house guest family membership, right? You get all the dollar perks, plus the member shout out, and access the deeper dive exclusive live stream. Member only shorts that nobody else sees, and merchandise discount. So stop lurking out outside of the house, man. Come on in. Come on in. Pick your tier, and let's make this community a legendary one. Gang, gang. I love to see it. Yeah. Yada.
Tell these niggas where you from, cuz. This neighbors. My favorite color is blue. My favorite color is blue. Tell these niggas where you from, cuz. This neighbors. Blue shoestrings in my red truck tape.
So yeah. That's that, man. If you want to become a member, you can. 99 cents for the first tier, $1.99 for the second tier, man. Hey, become a house gang member. All right. Another question is, everybody gonna be talking about what about the DC? That's the real question that a lot of people are gonna be talking about. You know what I mean? What does this mean for the DCU? Now, I've spent a lot of time breaking down the potential of James Gunn and Peter Safran's Chapter 1 slate. Now that David Ellison is the new boss, or is the potential new boss, I should say. Is a Paramount owned Warner Brothers the right home to keep Superman, to keep Batman? This new cinematic universe to keep it thriving. Do the new overlords let James Gunn cook? Or they gonna let Jimmy cook? Is everything gonna stay the same with Warner Brothers? Are they gonna come in wanting to put their own fingerprints on it and change how things is done? And I mean, they gotta justify this $111 billion price tag. They got to. So what's gonna happen with Jimmy? Is this a good spot? I see the Snyder Bros out celebrating. Snyderverse is not. Even with this being said, I just don't see the Snyderverse making a comeback regardless. Regardless of what's happening. But it is up in the air for Jimmy Gunn and Peter Safran right now because it's new buyers. It's new buy. I mean, it was always up in the air with new buyers, but these $111 billion, man. I'm 50-50 now. I don't even see my dog in here no more, but I'm 50-50 on how they do the DCU. I really am, man. We don't have a Batman. We don't have a Wonder Woman. We only have a Supergirl and a Superman as far as the big three. We got our Green Lanterns, but is that just a one and done situation? This could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. Maybe they say, "Hey, Gunn, you can cook, but I'm gonna have a sous chef in there with you." Or they could say, "Hey, you can still be an executive, but we're gonna take away your creativity, or we're gonna take some of that power away from you." It's a lot of things that could happen. What's Paramount's their franchise is what? Transformers, which they haven't necessarily done a good job with. Ninja Turtles, they haven't necessarily done a good job with as far as live action, right? Um, Star Trek, I see a lot of people complaining about Star Trek. Um, but that would be under the old raise. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really am. I'm kind of at a loss for words. I really don't know which way to go with this. I really, my thought, I just don't know which way to go. I just see this as a good deal. I just don't. Check something out real quick. Like, do not see this as a good deal. I just this is now state funded media. This is now the surveillance state. This is now uh everything now I gotta look at it. Is this gonna be some type of political you know what I'm saying, football? Is this are we doing this for political reasons now? Every time I think about a Paramount movie drop, is this propaganda? So I typed in to see if this is good for the consumer. Um So they say the convenience and content stability. Fewer subscribers if you currently pay for both Max and Paramount. This merger eventually consolidates them into one app. This means one monthly bill and one interface to navigate. The Fortress Library, you would have a single home for an incredible range of content: DC, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Star Trek, South Park, and NFL on CBS. Financial stability for favorites. Warner Brothers has famously shelved finished projects like Batgirl and Coyote versus Acme for tax write-offs due to debt. The Ellis and Skydance cash infusion could end that era, meaning that shows you love are less likely to be deleted for a tax break. I don't know. I just I don't know if that's true or not. They say the bad, higher prices, less competition. The mega app price hike consolidation is almost always followed by a price increase. Analysis predict the combined Paramount Max service would likely debut at a premium price point, potentially $20 to $25 a month for ad free, higher than either service costs today. Reduced choice. When two major studios become one, there's less competition for your attention. This often leads to fewer greenlit original projects as the new company focuses only on the biggest, safest hits, sequels, and reboots rather than experimental new shows. The algorithm trap. There are concerns that the prestige culture of HBO, which focuses on creative freedom, might be swallowed by the volume based, tech driven approach of the new Paramount Skydance leadership. Mm. And the ugly, the news and sports monopoly. News consolidation. This merger could put CBS and CNN under the same ownership. For the consumer, this could mean a decrease in diverse journalistic perspectives uh, and potential resource sharing that thins out local and national reporting. I ain't even think about the local. Oh, the local stuff, man. Sports blackouts. Uniting TNT Sports and CBS Sports gives one company massive leverage over broadcasting rights. This could lead to higher sports surcharges on your cable or streaming bill. And another thing I just thought about. Lawrence says deal is not done. They have to go through regulation, which means it could fail, and Netflix will get 2.8 billion out of gaining money, not losing. I think they're going to get the 2.8 regardless. Netflix will. That's in the article I was just reading. I think it said they would get the 2.8 anyway. That Warner Brothers would pay it regardless. Not Warner Brothers. Paramount would pay that regardless. But another thing I just thought about. You know how politicians run ads? You know how politicians run ads Yep. You know how news stations report um political races? Yep. Think about it. It's crazy, right? When you really start thinking about this, because you know the politics involved in this. You know the politics involved in it. It's gonna be hurtful. It's gonna be hurtful. So they have their verdict. They say if you are a binge watcher, then this is good. You get a massive high quality library in one place. If you're a budget conscious user, it's bad. Expect the monthly streaming bill to climb as the streaming wars end and prices stabilize upward. And if you're a hardcore cinephile, it's risky. Less competition between studios usually means fewer original films and a heavier reliance on franchises. So that's what you're looking at with this. That is what you're looking at with this. Oh man. But like Lawrence said, the deal that the ink ain't dry yet, right? The ink is not dry yet. So we'll see. I would love for Apple to step into the arena. I would love for Apple to just slide in real smooth, like I got 112 for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all got 111. I got 112 for y'all. Here you go. I would have loved for WB to just reject everything, spin off his companies, and just still be Warner Bros. You know what I mean? Who else could be a major player? Sony could have came in. I would have rather seen Sony, Microsoft. I don't. This is crazy. It really is. But we'll see. We will see, man. We will see. We will see. Was not expecting this today. Not expecting this at all. Just like I wasn't expecting the Harris family to jump 50 Cent today. So anything's possible in the good old US of A. Anything is possible. But this is where we're at, people. This is where we're at. So when the trash starts coming out, when the movies no longer make sense, when it's no longer good, this is what they giving us. Because who is to challenge them now, right? Only thing we can do as consumers is basically vote with our dollars, which means don't support or give less support or be real picky in what you choose to consume when it comes to them. You know what I'm saying? Mm. But yeah, man, y'all let me know in the comments down below. Y'all relieved that Netflix isn't taking over DC, or are you worried about Paramount running the show? Drop a comment right now, and let's get this debate going. All right, another quick little break, and then I'm gonna get into the chats. Quick little break, and then I'm getting to the chat. All right, here we go. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Oh snap! We got some other new members in the building. Buck has become a member. I thought you was already a member, Buck. Buck just became a sponsor too. Salute, salute. Pam, I thought you was already one a sponsor. Salute, salute, salute. Let me give y'all some work. Let me give y'all something.
I love gold. The look of it, the taste of it, the smell of it, the texture.
Yeah. yeah. What we got? Jay in the building. Jay said Netflix pissed me off with both seasons of Squid Games competition. Netflix sucks. Not him being mad. My dude mad at the Squid Games. I feel you on that. I feel you. Miss Sparks. Hey, Miss Sparks, how you doing? Concerned about Paramount taking over news. Okay, so we concerned about Paramount taking, and that's more so a lot of how I'm looking at it too. Taking over the news media. And even though I consume a lot of my news media independently now on YouTube, and I watch a lot of independent journalists and things of that nature, majority of America does not. Majority of America gets their news strictly from those, from the three majors: the Foxes, the MSNBCs, the CBSs, or the CNNs. You know what I'm saying, and the CBS. I guess the major fours. That's where they get their news from. And they also run the local news racket as well. So yeah, that's very concerning. That is very concerning. They say anything is possible. Just throw out your morals and have cash ready. Yeah, throw your morals out and come with the loot. Right, come with the loot. They Sony with James Gunn in charge of the creative direction. Yeah, I can see that. But I mean, that would put Sony. That would put James Gunn back in orbit with Marvel if that would happen. So, but I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it one bit. I just don't know if this merger is going to allow the creatives to create here, or if this is going to be strictly an algorithmic ran entity, because it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Paramount, Warner Brothers together. Like, it's a lot going on. Warner Brothers coming off of a phenomenal run, maybe one of the greatest runs in movie entertainment business for the year. You know, for the year, I mean, gotta be historic levels. Oh, definitely would have rather had Sony. Oh dog, what up, oh dog? Let's see, let's see. Deal is not done. They have to go through regulation, which means it could fail. Netflix will get 2.8 billion out of gaining money, not losing. Uh, he say Star Trek, the all white cast. That's what it's gonna end up being, man. It's gonna be stuff like that. That's what's really gonna be probably piss me off, man. That James Gunn finna be over there at Netflix with Snyder. Snyder ain't at Netflix no more. They ran Snyder dog off for not producing. For not producing. You gotta produce, man. Snyder wasn't producing over there. Y'all be watching original Birth of a Nation. Oh no. Oh my god. No, Pam. A Birth of a Nation all on black. Not about History Month birth. Oh man, no. Y'all wildin'. And we ain't talking about the Nate Parker Birth of a Nation neither. We talk about the Ku Klux Klan version of Birth of a Nation. Oh man, y'all funny. Y'all funny. Y'all funny. So Disney, Universal, Sony, and whatever this is. Yeah. No, you're talking about what the four studios is. Like somebody resurrect Canon. You know what I'm saying? Bring Canon Studio. Where's Canon at when you need them? Where's Canon at when you need them? Ken Davis, what up? He said, "Do you think Ryan Coogler, James Gunn, Mike, and Pam are going to leave Warner Brothers?" Um, I think it's yet to be determined, yet to be seen. But I wouldn't blame them if they said, "Nah, I'm good." Now, if they have contracts, they probably got to honor those contracts, get whatever obligations they have out of the way. But you know, I don't know. James Gunn, James Gunn wants to do DC. So I don't think Paramount could run him off just because they have taken control. Now, what can run him off is if they have that meeting with him and say, "Hey, we want to go a different direction." That could possibly run him off. Say Trump going to control everything but Disney, Netflix, Amazon, and Apple. Nah, he in cahoots with Amazon. I want to say, shoot, for all we know, they all on the Epstein files, right? Buck said this is a MAGA deal. How did they get away with this one? Because they own everything. They own every branch of government right now. Every branch of government. That's why people got to get out and vote, whether it's local or on a bigger stage. Get out and vote, man. Learn who your state representatives are. Learn who your city council members are. Learn who's the mayor. Learn, you know what I'm saying? Get involved with don't shy away from politics. Don't shy away from stuff like this. My lights went out. Don't shy away from stuff like this. Know your local politics. Know your federal level politics. Get back in the civics. I'm trying to tell y'all people. Learn the rules and regulations and laws of the land. That way people can't pull the rug from up under you because you know where to stand and you 10 toes down on it. Get you a little pocket constitution. Read up. Like I said, learn, get back in the civics. I think that's another thing. We've gotten so far away from civics. I had to learn civics in school. I don't even think these kids learn civics in school no more. But they don't know what a bill is. They don't know the branches of government. And I'm challenging myself as well. We gotta get back out here so stuff like this don't happen the way that it happens. Because I'm all for free market. I'm all for it. But this is not that. This is you just buying your way because you got your daddy's money behind you and all his Epstonian friends. You know what I mean? Rip Hollywood, yeah. So the internet will also require age verification and everything ID, credit card, and face ID. Yeah, that's what it's coming down to regardless. I thought monopolies were illegal. The industry will implode. Remember, how old are y'all to remember Microsoft's monopoly? And I want to say they split Microsoft up into like 3 companies. When the last time they've done something like that? They've even came after Alphabet, which is Google's parent entity. Antitrust violation. But this right here, this right here probably just gonna get walked right on through, escorted. Escorted right on through. Kev said, don't see Hollywood directors want to deal with Trump administration. Look, it was a rumor that if Paramount did buy Warner Brothers, that a lot of the talent was going to be leaving the building. take that as you may. I just don't know if you want that leaving the building. You know, Miss Barr said, I get my information from independent media, but I am concerned about those who watch TV for news, especially since this is midterm voting and future presidential election. That's correct. That's correct. I'm concerned about that too. Yeah, I get mine from independent media, but my mama don't. Her sisters don't. You know what I'm saying? My sister-in-law don't. So yeah, it's a little off-putting and concerning. Don't say that, Blue. The Snyder Bros here, he was kicked from Netflix. He was kicked, Jay. He was gone out of here. He didn't produce. He wasted money. He was over there wasting money. Wasting money over there at Netflix. Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh gonna say, oh my God. I hope not. I hope not, my G. Hope not. But yeah, that's it for me, man. We kicked it for an hour. I didn't even think I was gonna be on here for an hour. Kicked it for an hour. I appreciate all of you who came and kicked it at the house with me. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and please hit that thumbs up on the way in or on the way out. If it's replay game, hit it on the way in. If you was watching this live and you didn't hit it, hit it on the way out. You know what I mean? But you know what that means. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Y'all take it easy. Be safe. And like that there, we are Audi 5,000. Yada. Peace. This concludes today's broadcast from Blues News. We hope you enjoyed tonight's programming and the time we've shared together. Right. Always be about being authentic. Drop like that drop to what it was March, so that we added to the slate on the strength of an exception. So I think it's confidence. I think that Blues News is dedicated to bringing you the very best in pop culture, music, and conversation, serving viewers everywhere, every day. On behalf of our staff and crew, we thank you for watching. We'll return tomorrow with more entertainment, insight, and fun for the whole house gang. Good night and good luck.